Hello, welcome to Azuu'rian Archives. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make an adorable baby turtle. All we'll be needing for this is a shell color, and a body color, and an under the shell color, because this is actually going to be a memory match game. Apparently I don't have good enough memory, as you can see from that, so I need a game to make my memory better. First thing we're going to do is start with the shell. We'll make a magic loop. And now we'll do 4 stitches into the magic loop. 1, 2, and we're going to do 2 stitches into each of the 4 stitches we just made. If I can ever, okay. 1, 1, 2. To make sure the shell is the proper size, we're going to do 6 more single crochets into the next 6 stitches, and then the shell is pretty much done. One important detail, you want to make the shell, the string for the shell, as long as your forearm, so that you can sew everything together later. Next, we're going to be doing the bottom of the shell, which all you need to do is another magic loop and then 4 crochets into that magic loop. 4, 1, 2. Yes, that is 4. You can tell because of these little arrows. And then a double into each of these again. I'm not confident I'll be able to speed this up later, so I might just cut this part out instead of speeding it up. Okay, we've done the first row. Now we're going to do a double crochet in every other for the next 8 things. Single, and then double, single, double, single, double. Really hoping I didn't just mess this up on camera. Ooh. I did. Yes, I did just mess it up. I'll just do another double crochet hook. 2 stitches into the next one to fix that mess up I did. It should be fine. And now it is done. So we are going to just close it off and we'll move on to the next step, which will be the head. For the head, it's very similar to the body and the shell. You start with a magic loop and then you do 4 crochets into it and then a double crochet into the 4 loops that you just made. Now that you've finished it, you're going to do 24 single crochets. Now you may notice that I used a bigger hook and thicker yarn for the shell. That is because I liked the thicker yarn. However, if you're using the same kind of yarn for the entire creature, you might want to do an extra, row. An extra row on your shell to make it look good. I hope. Yes. Now I was saying all that and I didn't count it all. That's not good. That's not a good example for a video, is it? Honestly, I don't usually even count the rows when I'm doing a little head thing. I just do it until I feel like, oh, that's a nice head size. I don't like counting rows and doing all this calculation, but I figure that's actually important if you're going to make a tutorial video. So if you want to make your head look good, 24 stitches is the way to go. 24 single crochets. But once your head is a good size, like this, I'd say, you are going to go ahead and I'll just show you this stitch because I forgot what it's called. One in here, and then one in the next one, and then you pull it all together. Then you're going to want to do 2 single crochets, and then you'll do that little thing I showed you a second ago one more time. You can see that, right? I'm actually holding it to the camera. Okay. And then 2 more single crochets, and all the head will need is some stuffing and an eye. Oh, single crochet, not connection crochet thingy. And here's the little head. Now we just need to do the flippers. For the flippers, we're going to do a normal start where instead of a magic hook, we're doing this thing. Let me do it slower in case you don't know how to. You place the yarn here, pinch it to this finger with your thumb, and then you pull it around. Wait, sorry. You pull it around behind the yarn. So it's kind of like an X here, it's a little fish. And then you bring it over this way, and you pull the back loop over the front loop and pull tight, and there is that circle thing. Why did I feel the need to show you how to do that and not the magic loop? The magic loop's harder. Okay. And now you're just going to do 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're doing a slip stitch into them going backwards, which instead of doing this for a slip stitch, all you need to do is pull this through and then pull it through that, like this. Have I been holding? Don't tell me I was holding everything too high for the entire video. Like everything could barely even be seen. Please don't tell me that's the case. Okay. Oh my goodness, I didn't even explain what I was just doing. So after I reached the top here, I started going back down like this, which should have only been like 3 stitches. It was. And it was slip stitches all the way through. Now that we've reached the top, we're just going to do 1 more slip stitch into this spot right here. And the flipper is done. I gave it a slightly longer tail than the other things, so that when we go, we can have it attached. We can just, let me show you with a needle. Okay, we're just going to do this. When I sew the turtle in just a second, you're going to see why I did that. Okay, I am back. I've finished the 4 flippers, so we have all the body parts of the cute little turtle now. Time to put them together, because if they're separated, it's just kind of creepy. First, we're going to take the shell and the body and attach them at their little tip things. And we're actually using the thread that's attached to the thing. Also, I put down these crochet hooks as borders, so hopefully I shouldn't go outside of where the camera can actually see anymore. That would be nice, wouldn't it, if you could actually see the video? I looked over the footage while I was doing the flippers, and the head is I didn't do nearly enough stitches for the head. I only did like 17. That is not as many as I claimed you're supposed to do. Okay, right. So we just did one. Okay. Okay, fine, you caught me. I don't actually want these kinds of eyes. I want to give it yarn eyes later. I'm going to undo this sewing after the video's over and give the turtle yarn eyes. Now I will be making a tutorial, a separate tutorial for how to make a mommy turtle that all the baby turtles can go inside of. Or at least I hope I'll make that. If not, you'll just have a matching game and know where to put it. I suppose you could put it in a little cardboard box. Paint a little turtle on that cardboard box. That would be adorable, wouldn't it? So we have the head attached, and now we're going to do a fin. We're actually going to sandwich it in between the body and the shell. And something I've been doing with the body and the body is I've been going right along the edges and right along the edges of the shell as well, which I know sounds like something that should definitely be done. Like, why do you even have to mention that? I mention it because the shell is way bigger than the body, but the shell is going to be stuffed eventually. And when it gets stuffed, it will no longer feel aggressively larger. Well, it will still feel larger, but it won't feel weird how we're sewing stuff anymore. There we go. We're going to make sure all the yarn we've got is stuffed inside the shell. And, well, that yarn's not quite enough stuffing, so we're going to get some actual stuffing. Look at that fluffy stuff. It's so fluffy. I love fluffy stuff, don't you? Well, I hope you do. If you're watching this video, that would make sense that you like fluffy stuff. No, I like to watch crochet videos to hate on them. That's my favorite thing to do. It's my favorite hobby. I hate crochet, so I just go around all day watching crochet videos to torture myself and the people who made them and the people watching them. Because no one should enjoy crochet videos. That'd be silly. Okay, and now we're finally gonna close the shell off. And there we go, an adorable baby turtle. I'll put the eyes back on it so you can see it with eyes. But yeah, later, after I click stop on this video, I'm gonna unsew all this and attach yarn eyes because I like yarn eyes, even though I'm not great at them. You can find plenty of better tutorials online for how to make yarn eyes. But here is the baby turtle, where all you do to make it a matching game is you make a bunch of these turtles with different colored bottoms on their shells. So you'd have 2 green ones, 2 red ones, 2 blue ones, etc. And then you can just play a memory match with them. It's a great game for little kids. Okay, I cut off there because I realized, wait, I have cute turtles. So yes, this has been my tutorial on how to make adorable baby turtles. I will be posting a tutorial on how to make a mommy turtle as soon as possible. So feel free to check out my channel and hopefully you'll find that. And if not, you will find some very cute animations. And, well, have a good day. God bless you.